Alright, guys, here's part 5, and by now, I'm losing my insanity. Who is Pinky Information Robot? Maybe it would have helped if I watched the show, but maybe it wouldn't have. Because the show is probably even more inconsistent. I mean, I've watched the show. But when? When you have to loop the crying as well. He's a demon! He's a demon. What? There's just one pink robot. What are you talking about? Wow. Yeah, they must be in the middle of nowhere for the one thing to happen to make the front page of the newspaper. I don't know who Scented Sailor is, and this movie mocks you for it. I really didn't have to watch this movie, but I wanted to sit through it because I wanted my I wanted my review to be more believable. Maybe I'll do this for Scandigo. Who knows? Scandigo has more of a plot than this. Anything does. Oh, and he's a superhero? Yeah, they don't explain this either. Oh, and more music that you don't credit in the credits. I don't know the title of this song. It sounds familiar, though. Oh, and you didn't even erase the black lines from the body. There's like one black line there. See? I told you the Cloud with the Stars was gonna come back. And this time, it's dragged out even longer. So glad it's on the screen for like 30 seconds now. I'd usually have a lot more commentary than this, but there's not much happening, and whatever happens, it's inconsistent. Whenever, I mean, wherever in this movie did little guy have the time to build this robot? It's never explained. Is it anywhere in the series? I watched a few episodes. It's nowhere in the series, so plot holes abound. On the bright side, Watching this movie made the recording go by a little faster. Somehow. Yeah, my perception of time's been destroyed by this movie. Okay, we get electricity. Do you really have to loop this out? Is he saying bye or I? I can't tell. Holy muffins? Wait, so that was a dream? So Pink Robot didn't really exist, but Pink Robot exists? Oh my gosh, they don't make it to be a dream sequence obvious or anything. But it doesn't really matter, because we all look the same. That's what I meant to say for the last video at the last few seconds, but it got cut off. But seriously, they all look the same. I probably said that 5 times before, and that's because this movie stole my brain. Suddenly, he turned into a frog. This movie sure likes the word stupid, and I know why. It turns its viewers into morons. Oh, you had to drag Monty Python into this. Monty Python was too good for this. Why didn't you leave it alone? Along with all the other songs you dragged into this thing. Yeah, I remember this part. I'm not gonna mess it up for you guys, though. Just watch. Yeah, it was supposed to be the foot joke, but since there was barely any emotion to it, I didn't laugh. Pac-Man? Where the heck was Pac-Man in all this? We didn't see Pac-Man. Now they're just making up things as they go. And that's what I said in my review. That this guy's just making up the things as he goes. See, I can't even remember his name, because you know why? He killed my brain cells. Oh, and hey, we're using the same walk cycle in the same setting. Great insult. And little guy's voice keeps changing. Any explanation behind this? Is he going through puberty? We're never gonna know. 'Cause potatoes. Hey, since you're shoving references in here, why wouldn't you put Mr. Game & Watch's taunt sound whenever he rings his bell? That'd be so awesome. But then again, I didn't write this movie. If I were to write a movie like this, it would be more linear. It would be shorter. You would actually like the characters and tell them apart. This movie's making me boast, and I don't like that. That was me back in 2014. Well, not 2014, 2012. What happened to your nose? I'm surprised I actually noticed that her nose is missing. Oh boy, Christmas song. In April. Actually, I'm really tempted. I really want to see when this was uploaded. Maybe this was uploaded around Christmas. I'll check after this movie's done. I keep going between movie and movie, but either way, it's really long and tries to make itself look like a movie. When really, it's just an extended episode of Greeny Phatom. Nothing about this screams movie. What a random screen wipe. Scene wipe. See, this thing's erasing my brain. He yells at me, he yells at P, he yells at the C, he yells at Key. See, they keep switching scenes. That's another reason why this movie is inconsistent. The scene doesn't stay the same for long, and there's no explanation as to why the scene changes most of the time. Waffle, 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 waffle. You're not rolling on the floor laughing, so I'm not buying it. It caused my mustache to fall off. Nothing in this movie is explained at all. It's not mail, it's the news. And yeah, this must be a faraway place if just the one thing that happens is just makes the front page. I think I said that before, but this movie is just killing my brain. And whenever it switches over to actual voices, it's very hard to hear, at most. TBS and I have a feeling you're just making up these names as you go along as well. See, not much is happening, and it's just Microsoft Paint pictures synced to voice, so I can't really say much. But the next time I do a riff, I promise I'll get something else that's more lively. Chicken flavored gum? Ah! Oh my gosh! What happened? Wait, I thought that thing. Okay, it wasn't destroyed because it was a dream sequence. I don't know what's going on anymore. But fortunately, this movie's gonna end in the next part. Oh yes, and it's so amusing when you loop audio.